Hello and welcome back to the Holiday Countdown Coach Spotlight. My name is Kari Langkamp. I am a Master Certified Coach, and today I am thrilled to welcome a colleague and coach, Missy Hughes. And she and I work together in the Embodied Society, kind of coaching similarly, but we kind of are at the I'm in the brain talking about thoughts, and you are also, but very specific to decision making and productivity and taking action in a really thoughtful way. And I love the way you approach that. So I would love if you could just tell us more about what you do there, your private practice, however you want to let us know.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me.
Oh,
It's
you are
so
welcome.
fun. The Embodied Society has been such an incredible place to see different coaches in action consistently week after
Yeah.
week. So it's been an honor to be a part of that, but it's especially fun to be here with you today. In the Embodied Society, I'm coaching productivity. I'm coaching taking decisive action and using your time in a way that promotes that action. And it's so fun because we can think about, so many people think about time as like a black and white situation. It's like you either have it or you don't. I'm either out of it or I've got plenty of it. And most of the time, people don't think they have plenty of it.
No, that's for sure.
So it's definitely like
I
a,
don't think I've coached anybody who's like, I have so much time, I don't know what to do with it.
yeah. Or, I mean, not ones that are saying that
Right,
consistently, right?
exactly. Maybe here or
Right.
there, but
Sometimes it's even terrifying if you do. Like,
yes,
oh, I've got this time. What should I do with it? How am I spending it? Right?
yes,
Like it's a commodity that
yeah.
we're gonna lose or have enough or not enough. Um, yeah, so on the surface, I help people go from feeling overwhelmed about their task list and their time to feeling like in control of their time and what they have to do. But truthfully, what I'm really teaching people is the relationship that they have with your task list is a relationship.
Yeah.
It's people that you're relating to. It's um, things that you either like to do or don't like to do, or you're afraid of doing, so maybe you don't do them.
Right.
But it's learning your decisions, learning your choices. So seeing it as a relationship, how are you relating to it?
Yeah.
And seeing it as choices, do I have to relate? Maybe I don't.
Yeah.
So taking decisive action is so funny because decision is the big part of that. But
Right.
a lot of us don't think that we have the choice to make decisions. So that's what I teach,
Yeah.
really, the
Yeah.
big thing.
And I think it's interesting, right? To like all of that, if we're focusing in one area, all of those tools will then apply to any decision-making process we're doing anywhere in our life, right?
Absolutely.
And so becoming aware of what's available to you and then going through that gives
All
you
right.
so much more freedom everywhere.
We do. And it's so funny because like I got to do this with my son who's 10. He
Amazing.
was like, I don't know whether to do this or to do that. And I was like, buddy, this is going to be a lifelong thing for you,
Yeah.
right? There are always going to be thises and that's,
Yeah.
and you're deciding between them. So let's talk about how you can do that in a way that helps you make the decision.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to use it to go through it with in a 10-year-old's brain
Yeah.
because they think about it way differently
Sure.
than an adult brain. But it is something we're doing always. Do you want the red or the blue cup?
Right.
Why? I don't know. Do I? Is there a difference?
Yeah.
And so when we look at time, why do I prefer the red cup versus the blue cup? What am I doing actually when I do this thing? I think it's fascinating to see how we relate to each of those different things.
And if I'm not mistaken, because I think as I was kind of looking at what you do, right? this P word popped up that's not productivity, but procrastination.
Yeah.
And I may have struggled with that at points in my life. And
Yeah.
still, right? Like it's not like it goes away.
No, it
At
doesn't.
this point, I just have a better understanding of what's happening when I
Right.
fall into that, right? Like, oh, what do I not want to feel here? Right? Like what is the reason that I'm not doing this?
Right.
Yeah.
And I would offer that you have a better relationship
Yeah.
with yourself that you're able to say, "Oh, I see what's going on here."
Yeah.
Right? I'm avoiding this. I'm pushing this off. I'm doing something else instead. Wonder
Yeah.
what's happening with me. What am I
Right.
feeling?
Yeah. It
Right? And
doesn't
as
mean I
you,
still don't do it sometimes,
yeah, for
right?
sure.
But it's at least an awareness like, oh, I can choose to do that from a much
Right.
more like, yep, okay, I'm going to let myself do that this time. Or no, that's that's not where I want to be
Yeah.
at this moment. So
Yeah.
powerful work that you are doing.
Thank you. And I think you bring up a really good point that it doesn't ever go away. I think a lot of us think, oh, it's like I'll study for a test in
Yeah.
school and then I'll take the test and it'll be done and I'll be done with that test.
Yeah.
Right? But if we're using our education to prepare us for life, then the test is never over.
Yeah.
Right? But I can guarantee you that I never thought about school that way. I thought about school like, do this thing, be
Yes.
done with it, do this
Yes.
thing, and be done with it. And I've used that in my relationship with myself a lot. Oh, let me
Yeah.
solve this problem I'm having, and I expect it to not be a part of me. And I think my biggest growth in life has been realizing number one, procrastination isn't in my DNA. It's a choice that I make.
Yeah.
And also, it's something I've practiced. I have put in a wealth of
Yeah.
repetitions. And so it is something
Yeah.
it's always, my brain's going to say, oh, it's available to you
Yeah.
to go do
This is what
laundry
we like to
instead.
do, don't we?
Yeah, it's for sure available for you to clean something because
Right.
you'll feel productive and worthy,
Right.
but you're still avoiding. So, yeah, it's not, if we can build the relationship with what we're doing,
Yeah.
it makes it very different.
Yeah, I think about like sometimes I look at or I coach in talking about emotions like as a visitor, right? Like it's shown up, I'm feeling this way, but I think actions, right? Seeing ourselves or noticing what's happening can be that way too. Like, oh, hey, look at this. I'm procrastinating. Like, what's going on here?
Right.
It's an opportunity to check in. And I also like just to tack on to what you said, right? I think every time we like put ourselves into the next challenge, we get to learn those lessons again in just a
Wow.
new way, right?
That has
Like,
been the story of this year for me.
yeah,
I've put myself into several new spaces and I have gone right back to procrastination, right back to, oh my gosh, I'm terrified of the whole wide world,
yeah,
right back to these things. And I get to say, oh, I see you now,
yeah,
right? It's like you know, Uncle Luke that's coming back in and
yeah.
he's like got all of his baggage, right? And you're like, "Oh, I see you, character. You're going to try to tell me that joke that I don't like." Right? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it when we start something new,
Yeah,
we
I like
s-
to like this time of year, the analogy that I sometimes use, which is similar but not quite, is it's like Linus's blue blankie in the
Mhm.
Peanuts, right? Like procrastination feels like, oh, but this is how I've done this before.
Right.
So let me just grab this and hang on to this blanket.
Right.
And then realizing like, oh, it's like kind of threadbare and it's not right. Like maybe this isn't working the way I thought it would.
Right.
Doesn't feel
Right. It
so good.
feels a little different.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think about that growth like a spiral.
yeah,
Like every time we do something new, we come back to that. Oh, I'd love to procrastinate. I'd love to
yeah,
get my little blue blanket. And then, but then we take it and we're able to see it And then we go through something challenging again and we grab for it. But now we can see it in a different light with what we learned. So I think a lot of times we as humans have like a tendency to beat ourselves up for
Oh,
going
yes.
back to square one again, but it's never square one
Right.
because you've got the whole rest of the cycle to learn from.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as you're able to identify that you're in the cycle, right? Like that
Right,
this has come back. Yeah, it's
right,
not the same.
right.
But if we don't ever pay attention to like, oh, here's my pattern, right? So that's the power of having somebody help you see
Exactly.
your brain and help you work through decision-making processes and see what your brain specifically is doing and making that mean. So,
Right. Because so
yeah.
many of us will say that's just who I am.
Yeah.
Right? We've told ourselves that for so many like
Oh, yeah.
decades for so many of us. Like
And we may have had
I
other people tell us that too,
sure,
right? Like,
sure. Right. Somebody said
yeah.
to me recently that somebody had shared with them, I get in my own way.
Mm.
And then the next time I saw this person, they were like, well, one of my obstacles is I get in my own way. So it was introduced by someone else, but then fully believed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I'll
Like,
just put that
let
sweater
me,
on
yeah.
and I will wear it always.
Yeah. And never questioning, wait a minute.
Is
And the
this
absolutes, as like I think we both probably factor that in often in our coaching, right? Like, well, maybe occasionally we all get in our own way,
sure?
but always?
Right.
Absolutely? Probably not.
Right. Back to the black and white. I
Yeah.
either do it, that's who I
Right.
am, that's my identity, or
Yeah.
I don't do it at all and I'm totally free from that challenge,
Yeah.
or I've eradicated it and tossed it to the side.
Right.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So often, and at least in my experience, right, clients will come through and it's like we're all looking for that off switch,
Hmm.
right? If I could just turn this off, then I
Right.
can move forward. And it's like more of a dimmer switch, I think.
Right. I'm thinking of like the breaker box now. I'm
Yes,
like, can we
right.
just turn that breaker off and we'll
Yeah.
turn this one on and
Yes.
we'll navigate the nuances that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. It's a little more than just one. So,
Well,
yeah.
and that goes back to the relationship, right? Because if we just turn it off, if we just eradicate it, we're saying that's something that's not working. It's wrong. I'm going to
Yeah.
get rid of it. But really, what we know is like even our patterns were created to protect us and help us in some
Right.
way. They may not be serving us today, but they weren't awful. They weren't something wrong with us. They were a protection
Right.
mechanism.
We chose
So,
them for some reason at that initial point
yeah,
when this started, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yes, powerful work. So if someone is watching this and says, okay, I need more of that, how do they
yeah.
track you down? What's the best way to work with you or options to work with you?
Yeah. So I do one-on-one coaching. And usually I work with people I start with a 3 month um, package where we start to go through like getting to know what are they feeling overwhelmed or what are the challenges that they're facing and looking through creating systems to help them get through that. It's so we've talked so much about relationships today, but I think a lot of times people think about productivity or getting things done as like a list of like
Yeah,
tips and tricks, like hacks for time. And what we learn is not necessarily hacks for time because my hacks don't work for
right.
other people, right? My favorite authors, other people think are like deadly boring and can't grasp a thing for it. So we spend that time just getting to know like what are the challenges that each person's facing and getting to know them and relate to them and see the choices that are there. So my website is super easy. It's my name, missyhughescoaching.com.
Perfect.
And they can connect with me there.
Okay. And I will include all of that here as well so people can access that easily. So, anything else you want to make sure we highlight today about your work or anything else coming to mind?
Yeah, I think not necessarily specifics to my work, but just wishing everyone that that deep breath during this really, it can be such an overwhelming time. The holiday season is here, and what we make that there's a whole host of things that everybody's feeling during that time. So a beautiful deep breath into this season to enjoy the moments,
Yeah.
is what I would love to share.
Yeah, and probably, right, that deep breath gives you that chance to kind of pause,
Hmm.
filter, and maybe ask some questions around like, oh, what is my relationship with my day, my
Right,
what I have ahead of me?
right,
What is
right.
really
Am
important?
I avoiding this
Right.
this gift or this gathering for some reason? And what is it? What am I really feeling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There's kind of, right, there's such times like these are opportunities to really explore so many of those kind of big thing, like big emotions that come up, right? I see lots of overwhelm, feel like I have so much to do, right? Or the I don't really want to do that thing over there. And
right.
all opportunities to, at the end of the day, probably just improve our relationship with ourselves, I'm guessing is really at the heart of it. So,
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, we don't realize what a relationship with ourselves means,
yeah.
right? That, I mean, when somebody said that to me, I was like, I mean, me and me, we're getting along okay. We're we're pitting and patting on down the road. But when I got into it, there are a lot of expectations we put on
Mm,
ourselves. Why are they there?
yeah.
Do we like them?
Yeah.
What is it? What is the pressure that they create? Does it lead us to do more things that we want to do, or does it lead us to dread the things we think we have to do?
Yeah.
And that's where the real work opens up when getting to know yourself really becomes helpful.
Yeah, amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today and for being a part
Absolutely.
of this. I'm really grateful for you. And people can go check you out via the links here, and hopefully that will provide them with a little chance to better their relationship with time and all of those things as they
Yeah.
move forward. So,
Well, thank you so much for having me. This is
well,
beautiful.
thank you. Take care. Thanks, Missy.